Today, I'm going to show you a crib that folds. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda. I am standing next to a crib that is pretty impressive. Now, before I tell you about this crib, let me give you a quick story here. My son is growing up. He's a toddler, and he sleeps pretty well. When we put him in his crib at home, he kind of goes right to sleep. And I thought, well, we can go on vacation without a crib. And so we just took a weekender to my parents' house, which is only about 5 hours away. Figured he would just sleep on a bed, and that would be that. But I tell you what, if the kid is not corralled in, first of all, he won't go to sleep because he will just climb out of bed, and it was a nightmare. You can't just stack up pillows and expect them to stay in there. So I have learned that you need a crib. Now, one of the problems is my son is a little larger than average, and so the pack-in plays don't really work, and they aren't ideal. And a crib here is what he's used to. So I found this. I'm actually renting this, but I think I will buy one of these because they are actually pretty ingenious. What we get here is this wooden crib. This one is in green. They come in a few different colors. It is a standard sized crib, which is awesome. What you can see here is that I have a standard sized crib mattress in here with a bed sheet on it, right? So that just fits right in there, which is really nice. So depending on how big your kid is, you don't have to worry about size being an issue. Will they fit in the pack and play or anything like that? If they fit in a crib, they're going to fit in this. And your standard size crib sheets are going to work just fine. But what you might be able to see here is that we have some hinges on the side, and we have this wooden base bottom here. And what this does is that this folds up here. There's some instructions. I'm going to reach through the bars here to grab this end here. And you push this on the side, just like that. There are some of these little cross bolts so that you can bolt it into the hole down there. But it obviously is supported by this bar right there. Now, what you might be able to see here is that we have the hinges here and on the sides. And if I just push these in like that, this thing starts to fold flat. Now, obviously, it's going to be as big as the bottom, right? So, this is going to require a little bit of luggage capacity of your car. But if you have a minivan or something like this, this fits in just fine. In fact, the guy I'm renting it from delivered it in a mid-size SUV. I think it was a Highlander or something like that. So obviously it fits in there just fine. But in a minivan, this is going to fit no problem. Now, one thing I will say is that you can see we have 4 legs here, and this model does come with wheels, which were taken off. I just didn't need them, and so I never installed those. But right now, I can just grab this and carry it around. It's kind of heavy, but it's not too heavy for a single person to carry around. Obviously, with 2 people, that makes it a little bit easier. But like I said, the gentleman that dropped it off actually carried it up the stairs and put it right here. So what I love about this is that it folds basically flat. In terms of total width here, this is probably about 8 inches, maybe 7 inches to 8 inches thick here, and it works just like a regular crib. So if your kid is used to sleeping in a crib, it gives them some comfort, it helps them go to sleep, it keeps them corralled when they wake up. You may not have a choice but to have a crib, and this is the crib that will travel with you. So if you want to pick this up, I will put a link to it in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.